Okay, let's go and review for the test. So let's go to the first item. Okay, let's go to page 458 and let's go and do number 33. Okay, so you have the 10th root of 32 divided by the 8th root of 4. So when you have this kind of situation, first you need to do is convert everything into exponential form. Okay, so this would be 32 to the 1/10th power. Okay, and it would be dividing by 4 to the 1/8th power. Right, that's the roots. Okay, next you have to break these things down. This is going to be equal to 2 to the 5 power. Right, 32. If you do this, you break it down. Right, divide by 2. Okay, keep dividing by 2. Okay, break it down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 to the 5 power. Okay, divided by 2 to the 2 power. Okay. The next you have to use your exponent power, the power rule. So this becomes 2 to the 5 over 10 divided by 2 to the 2 over 8. Okay. The next step is use your quotient rule. Okay, when you have division, when you divide, you have to subtract. So it becomes 2 to the 5 over 10 minus 2 over 8. Okay. And over here, you can use your calculator. Okay. So you got 5 over 10 minus 2 over 8, which equal be 1/4. Okay. Then after that, you convert back into the roots, the radicals. Okay, so the 1/4 power means the 4th root. Okay, and that would be your answer. Okay, so you can convert it into exponential form and simplify. Use your power rules, use your quotient rule, use whatever rule you need to. Simplify that, then you convert back to the radical form. Okay. Okay, second item. Let's go to page 461, and let's go and do number 7. Okay, you got 10 to the square root of 3 minus 2 power over 10 to the square root of 3 plus 2 power. Okay, so this is the division, so you have to use the quotient rule. Okay, so quotient rule is you have to use this minus that. So it'd be 10 to the square root of 3 minus 2 minus square root of 3 plus 2. And notice I put in parentheses because there's a lot of negatives, so you have to keep track. Okay, so do it step by step. Don't do things in your head, okay, because you're going to make a lot of careless mistakes. So now you go and get rid of the parentheses. So you got square root of 3 minus 2 minus square root of 3 minus 2. Okay, and then now you simplify. So this and this will cancel out. So minus 2 will give you minus 4. Then you get rid of the negative exponent, so you go down. So this becomes 1 over 10 to the 4th power. And if you work it out, okay, 10 to the 4th power means you're going to get 4 zeros. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that would be your answer. Okay. So you can watch out over here. There's a lot of things can go wrong over here, so be careful with that. Okay. Okay, let's go to the third item on the breakdowns. Okay, let's go to page 466 and let's go and do number 2A. Okay, so 466 and let's do 2A. Okay, so for this one, you're looking for G of F of 8. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. Well, that means you need to use F function and G function. So this one you want to write 3 columns. So first you need to have an F function. So F of X, okay, is given. F of X in this case is X over 2. Okay, and you also need to have a G function. So G of X is equal to X minus 3. So make sure you get 3 columns. Then after that, you have to work from the inside out. So you need to go and get the FA. So to find FA, you have to go to the F function. Okay, go to the F function. So F of 8. So what I'm saying is that whenever you see x, it becomes 8. Okay? So whenever you see x, it becomes 8. So that becomes 8 over 2. Again, whatever you substitute, put in parentheses. So f of 8 equal to 4. Okay? So you substitute back over again, f of 8 equal to 4. So this is equal to 4. Okay? So this becomes g of 4. Okay? So now, to find g of 4, you have to go to g function. Okay? So g of 4 will equal to 4 minus 3. So g of 4 will equal to 1. Okay? So again, you put it back here, g of 4 equal to 1. So that means this is equal to 1, and that's your answer. Okay? So make sure you get 3 columns, and whatever function you need, you just go under that function and work it out. Okay, let's go to the next item, the item number 4. Let's go to page 470, and let's go and do number 11. Okay. Okay, you have log square root of 2 base 4. Okay. So to evaluate, what you want to do is you want to set it equal to x, and that way you can move things around. Okay, so once you set it to x, now when you move things around, okay, what you do is you go and change form. This is a log form, so you want to change into exponential form, and the base will always stay. Okay, the base always stay. The base does not move. Okay, the base will not move, and the other two numbers will crisscross. Okay, so this becomes x, and this becomes square root of 2. Okay. The next thing you do is go and make it into the same base. Okay. So make everything exponential form. So 4 equal to 2 squared. Okay. And this would be 2 to the 1/2 power, right? Square root means 1/2 power. And then you multiply out using use your power rule. So you got 2 to the 2x equal to 2 to the 1/2. So get into the same base so that you can do the matching. Okay. So 2 match with 2, that means 2x will match with 1/2. Okay? So again, just do the matching. 2 match with 2, so 2x will match with 1/2. Okay, so now to solve, okay, this is already a fraction, so do not try to divide again. You end up with a complex fraction. So when you have fraction already, what you want to do to get rid of 2, go and multiply by 1/2. Multiply by 1/2 on both sides, so that this will cancel out. Okay? So that way you have x equal to 1 over 4, and that would be your answer. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next item. Okay, next item, number 5 on the breakdown list. Let's go to page 471, and let's go and do number 24. Okay, so you got log of x, and the base is 1 over 9 equal to negative 1 over 2. Okay, okay, so since this already have the equation already, so it's almost like the last problem. Okay, same situation. So whenever you have a log form, you want to go and change form. Okay, so go ahead and the base stay the same. Okay, and since there's a lot of parts, I'm going to put parentheses around that. Okay, and I'm going to just go and crisscross the number, so it'll be negative 1/2 equal to x. Okay. Okay. So the next step is going, now since x is already here, so you just have to simplify this part. Okay. So since there's a negative power, I'm going to use a negative to flip over the fraction. So this becomes, so use a negative, flip it over, so you got 9 over 1 to the 1/2 power. Okay. And then after that, you go and break these things down. So 9 equal to 3 squared. Okay, 9 equal to 3 squared. You can do one part at a time. Then after that, you can apply the power rule, right? So this becomes 3 to the 1. Okay, so 2 times 1/2 is 1, so it'll be just 3 to the 1 power, so it'll be just equal to 3. Okay, so you can apply your power rule. Okay, let's go to the next item. Okay, number 6 on the breakdown list. From page, let's go to page 476. And let's go and do number 24. Okay, so you have log m base 5 plus 1 over 4 log n base 5. And the instruction says you want to express this as a single number of expression. Means you have to combine this together. So to combine them together, first you have to bring this to the inside. Okay, so this becomes log m base 5 plus, so you have to bring this to the inside. So log n to the 1/4 power base 5. Okay, so you have to know your rules. Okay, so bring it to the exponent form. Okay, the next step is when you're adding two logs, right? You combine them by multiply the inside. So this will equal to log base 5. So this will be m n to the 1/4 power. Okay, and then after that, you can go ahead and put in the radical form. So it will be log m, and this would be 4th root of n. Okay, 1/4 power means the 4th root. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so you got to know how to move things around for the logs. Okay, let's go to the next item. Okay, next one, let's go to page 481, and let's do number 17. Okay. Okay, number 17, you have 5.6 to the x equal to 56. Okay, so first, it says give the solution in calculation ready form, and B, give the solution to 3 significant digits. Okay, so whenever the variable is in the exponential form, you need to go and take the log to bring it down. So take the log on both sides. Okay, so first take the log on both sides. Now notice there's no number. There's no number means it's a base 10, so that you can use the calculator. Okay, so now once you have the log, the exponent can come to the front. Okay, so now this can come to the front. Okay, so again, you need to have a log to bring the variable down from the exponent position. Okay. The next step is to solve for x, you need to divide both sides by log of 5.6. Divide by log of 5.6. Okay? So this will cancel out. So you got x equal to log 56 over log of 5.6. Okay? So this is your answer for part A. That's what I mean by calculation ready. It means you're ready to calculate. So that's why it's asking for part A. Okay? Now for part B, means you're ready to use calculator. Again, part A, calculation ready means you have x equal to whatever things you need to do to use calculator. Okay, so over here, now you're ready to use calculator. Okay, so you just go ahead and, let's see, log. Okay, okay, so log of 56, closing parentheses, divided by log of 5.6, closing parentheses, push equal. Okay, so this one, so x will equal to 2.336562, right? But the instruction says give the solution to 3 significant digits, 3 digits. So it means you have to chop off right over here, okay? But notice that's a 6. So if it's 5 or more, you have to round it up. So x will equal to 2.34, okay? So you have to pay a close attention to number of digits and also pay attention to, to round it up or round it down. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next item. Okay, number 8. On the breakdown list, let's go to page 486 and let's go and do number 2C. Okay, so it says $100 is invested at the 7.2. So read through. So this is the interest problem. Okay. So interest problem, you need to know your formula. So you need to have your formula in your notes. Okay. So your notes. So the formula you need is from page 483. For the formula, you're going to get A equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. Okay. So again, this is amount in the beginning or the amount that you invested. Okay. And this is the final amount. R is your interest rate in decimal. Okay. And N is how many times it compound in a year. Okay. So if it is annually means it's 1, semi-annually means 2, okay, monthly means 12, quarterly means 4, okay. So you need to know what it means. Okay, so let's go and write down all the information. So 2C, okay, so the interest rate, so R equal to 7.2%, okay. So that means you have to move decimal 2 places over, so 0.072, okay. So you can convert into decimal and compound it annually, okay? Compound annually, that means N equal to 1, okay? And then for part C, it's going to be 10 years, so that means T equal to 10. Okay, so now you put all these things together, put inside in here, okay? So again, you have to know what the N equal to, okay? If it's annually, means it's 1. If it's semi-annually, means compound twice a year, means equal to 2. If it compound quarterly, that means N will equal to 4, because quarterly means you will compound 4 times a year. If it compound monthly, that means you will compound 12 times a year, so N will equal to 12. So just be aware of that. Okay. And let's see what other information. Okay, $100. So P equal to $100. Okay. Okay. So now you can put everything in here. So A equal to 100 times 1 plus R equal to 0.072 over N, and this would be N times T. Okay, so work these things out. So A, again, do one step at a time. Okay, so this would be 1.072 to the 10th power. So A equal to, so you have to be careful how you enter this. So for this, normally, for some of you, probably easy if you work this out first, then multiply by 100. Okay. So you go 1.072, okay, and to the power, so here's your power button, okay, so this is an exponent button over here, so push to the 10th power, then I'm going to push equal first to figure out this part, and then times it by 100, okay, and so this would be equal to 200.42. Okay. Normally, when you deal with money, you want to have 2 decimal places because this will give you number of cents. So $200.42. Okay. So again, for the money, you run it off to 2 decimal places. So that would be cents. Okay. So pay attention to all these things. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next item. Let's go to page 487. And let's go and do number 9A. Okay, so 9A. Okay, so this is the half-life. Okay, so half-life, you need a formula for half-life, the decay. So this is, you need the formula you need would be from page 485, and the formula would be N equal to N0 times 1/2 to the T over H. Okay. So you have to know what formula is for what. So there's another formula, the growth formula. Okay. Anyway, so for the 9A, let's look through this. So half-life of the carbon, so that's H. So half-life is H. It's about 6,000 years. Okay. Determine how much of the 100 kilograms. So that's your initial amount. Okay. So your initial amount, your starting amount is 100 kilogram, okay? And you're looking for the final amount, so you're looking for N, okay? Determine how much of that will be left, okay? After, so the T, in this case, the T is equal to after, so we're just going to do power A, so it will be 12,000 years, okay? Okay, so you can just plug everything in here, okay, and you just need to know how to work it out. So n equal to n0 is 100 times 1/2 to the t is 12,000 over half-life is 6,000. Okay, so this part you have to kind of work it out. Okay, you might want to, if you can simplify a little bit. So you can see this is equal to 2, right? So that's fairly easy. Okay, and again, you can use your calculator, or you can, this one is so easy you can do it manually, but you can use your calculator. Okay, so you have to be careful. Okay, so to enter fraction with the exponent, you might want to use parentheses. Okay, so you probably better just going to use parentheses 1 over 2 closing parentheses to the 2 power. Okay, push equal and then times it by 100. Okay, and so it be equal to 25. So n equal to 25, and the label, since it's kilograms, would be kilograms. Okay, so make sure you have all these formulas in your notes, okay, and know how to use them. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next item. On page 490, and let's go and do number 22. Okay, so this is very similar to the one we did earlier, except so it's almost like number 6. Okay, it's almost like this one here, except this is called a common log. So number 10 would be natural log, but all the rules are identical. Okay, so you got 4 natural log of 2 minus natural log of 3 minus 1. Okay, but for this one we have a problem. Okay, because in order to combine, we need to have all the ln. This one does not have the ln, so you need to go and change this into ln first. Okay, so the way to do it is make it into ln of e. Okay, and the reason for that is because remember le, right? See over here, there's an invisible e right over here, just like log. There's an invisible 10. Okay. And if you set this equal to like x, for example, right? And if you switch, you're going to get e to the x equal to e. And so you can see x equal to 1. So you can see natural log of e equal to 1. So that's something you need to know. Right? So again, when you have natural log of e, they are opposites of each other, so they will cancel out. So just like when you multiply by a number and you divide by the number, you get the same number, right? Okay. So you need to know how to convert this into this. Okay. So now all of them have ln, right? So now you can go and start to do things. So again, first you move this to the inside. Okay. Okay. The next thing is you go ahead and when you have a subtraction, you have to put on the bottom. Okay. So this will equal to ln of. So this one goes on the top. Okay. When you subtract, it goes on the bottom. When you subtract, it goes on the bottom. Okay. Okay, so now you're going to start to work things out. So 2 to the 4th power is equal to 16. And that's it. Nothing you can simplify, and so that's your answer.